guess you can never have too much scandal when it comes to the world of showbiz.
I don't know what you're doing right now. It makes me want to punch you right now.
I had affairs. I cheated.
For this list, we've looked at those affairs that translated into long-lasting relationships, as well as those that didn't. However, we are not including one-night stands. Number 10, Tori Spelling and Dean McDermott.
Nice guy.
Yeah. When Dean McDermott said goodbye to his wife before traveling to the set of his 2005 movie Mind Over Murder for the first time, he probably didn't realize he was hours away from starting a life-changing affair. He and Tori Spelling hooked up after just one day together on set, despite the fact that both sported wedding rings.
When you start a relationship with someone, you don't know the other person they're involved with. You have one story that's painted for you. You painted a pretty accurate portrait of him.
They themselves tied the knot less than a year later, but all's well does not end well in this case.
It's a girl, and she's claiming that she had an affair with Dean in Toronto when he was there.
McDermott allegedly cheated on Spelling at a later point in their relationship too.
I was 250 pounds. I felt like I looked like and I needed some validation. I needed to...
Stop. Number 9, Katharine Hepburn and Spencer Tracy.
You stay and finish your job. I'll be fine. So long.
Go on, pal. Well, wait a minute.
Oh, please,
No, it looks like the ball game isn't the only thing that's tied up around here.
They're two of the most well-known and well-respected actors ever to have lived. And they shared one of the most incredible affairs in Hollywood history. Spencer Tracy was officially married to actress Louise Treadwell until the day he died. However, when he and Katharine Hepburn met on the set of Woman of the Year in the early 40s, so began an affair that encompassed 9 movies made together, lasted over 25 years, and had the whole world enthralled.
And if it's half of what we felt, that's everything.
Theirs was a love story unlike any other.
Are you happy finally? Is it a nice long rest you're having? Making up for all your tossing and turning in life?
Number 8, Jesse James and Michelle McGee.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. He cheated on his wife.
Almost as infamous as his outlaw namesake, Jesse James has racked up quite the womanizing reputation throughout his life and career.
Putting the motor in wrong.
The man most known for presenting Monster Garage caused his almightiest of stirs in 2010, however, when it was revealed that he had cheated multiple times on his wife of 5 years, one Sandra Bullock.
My husband Jesse, who works so hard all day, and you get dressed up in monkey suits and you sit at table with people you don't know.
Smack bang in the middle of award season, Bullock was busy winning Oscars for The Blind Side when rumors surfaced.
You had the perfect life. You had the perfect wife. Why did you throw it away?
I don't know, during the midst of all of it and when I was doing it, I knew it was horrible.
A great movie with an ironic title, we didn't see this scandal coming.
And I was a little bit scared and you told me not to worry about it because you had my back.
Number 7, Russell Crowe and Meg Ryan.
You sound Australian.
I am, yeah.
At the time of our next affair, Russell Crowe was about as A-list as it's possible to be. Fresh out of the amphitheater and his role as Maximus in Gladiator, he was working on another production, Proof of Life, when he met and made naughties with Meg Ryan.
So we're even.
No, we'll never be even.
The problem was that Ryan was spoken for. Married to another Hollywood heavyweight in Dennis Quaid, her copulation with Crowe eventually led to her divorce. It was later found that Quaid wasn't faithful either.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So this breakup was all but inevitable.
I don't get it. I just don't. What is the surprise here?
Number 6, Kristen Stewart and Rupert Sanders.
And someone capable of courage and sacrifice and love.
The emotional intensity of the Twilight Saga proved too potent for Robert Pattinson or Kristen Stewart to resist. But unlike their vampiric love, the couple's off-screen relationship couldn't last forever.
And online, fans are outraged.
Oh, I don't understand how she could do this.
While filming Snow White and the Huntsman in 2012, Stewart swiftly swapped Team Edward for Team Rupert as she was photographed getting intimate with the movie's director. In the aftermath, despite groveling statements from both sinners, our Pats and K-Stu split up, and Sanders' wife filed for divorce.
It's not too late to change your mind.
What, no, you're having second thoughts?
Number 5. John F. Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
In terms of high-profile promiscuity, the buck surely stops with the President of the United States. Despite his marriage to Jackie, JFK was frequently linked to some kind of illicit intimacy or another, but an infamous alleged fling with Marilyn Monroe has had the rumor mill working for over 50 years.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Monroe's performance of Happy Birthday, Mr. President has gone down in history as supposed proof of the affair, and as one of Marilyn's last public performances before her death.
Leading her to say in her last interview that she was never used to being happy, so it wasn't something she ever took for granted.
And conspiracy theorists continue to link the two together.
Otash provides salacious details of the long-rumored affairs between Marilyn Monroe and both President John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert Kennedy.
Number 4. Tiger Woods and Rachel Yucatel.
Oh my goodness!
At the start of November 2009, Tiger Woods was one of the most well-respected sportsmen and people on the planet.
When the heat is on, so is he.
The guy had dominated the golfing landscape for years, and he had done it all with apparent honesty and modesty. The picture of a perfect family with wife Elin Nordegren and their 2 kids. When news of an extramarital affair with NYC nightclub manager Rachel Yucatel broke, however, the facade fell and fell fast.
Every one of you has good reason to be critical of me.
Day after day, Woods' infidelity increased, prompting an indefinite break from his sport. Nowadays, Tiger's a legendary player, in more ways than one.
I take full ownership of it. I did it. No one else did it. It was just me.
Number 3. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Mildred Baina.
Been married long?
8 years.
Oh, I see. Slipping away for a little hanky-panky.
The standard celebrity affair is usually sniffed out fairly quickly, but Arnie's adultery went undetected for over 14 years.
You know, it's very difficult, obviously, for the family and for the kids.
The bodybuilder had it away with the housekeeper in 1997, resulting in a son born very much out of wedlock.
Why didn't you admit to it then?
Well, I just did not know how to. I was just, I think, too scared about losing everything, losing her, losing the family.
The revelations occurred only once Schwarzenegger had stepped down as governor of California in 2011, and his family and marriage to Maria Shriver were swiftly split up as a result.
That little boy on her lap there, maybe her son, maybe Maria's. It's anyone's guess.
Arnie's body is bigger than the average, so it makes sense that the skeletons in his closet should be sizable as well, right?
So, how do you like your women? Blonde? Brunette? Redhead?
Two-headed monsters?
Number 2. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Is there a problem?
No. It's okay. It's just, God, I hated her.
Brangelina is one of Hollywood's hottest couples, but their relationship was formed amid more than questionable circumstances.
Do you have a problem with me?
I don't know. Do I? Do I?
Pitt and Jolie met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in late 2004, when Brad was still betrothed to showbiz sweetheart Jennifer Aniston. The pair continued to deny a physical affair, but the writing was clearly on the wall.
So that's settled then, yeah?
Okay.
Pitt and Aniston separated in January 2005. Pitt and Jolie holidayed together in April of the same year. And so began the super couple of the 21st century.
How happy are you as a couple?
8.
Wait. 10 being perfectly happy and 1 being totally miserable?
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
So Susie and I have found ourselves in the last few months working harder than we ever have with various groups and NGOs to try to affect change.
Is this Mel Gibson's mystery woman Oksana? Or is this bikini-clad brunette the Oksana who tabloids claim is involved with Mel?
In case you forgot, they both cheated. Leanne was married to Dean Chermay, and Eddie was married to Brandy Glanville, the mother to their 2 sons.
He was already married and father to 4 children.
on an explicit photo revelation of a topless Miller French kissing Getty while vacationing in Italy spoke 1,000 words for themselves.
Number 1. Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton.
This weekend is the 6th wedding anniversary of you two. At the time, there were a great many people who...
What do you mean, legal?
Yeah.
Two of the industry's biggest ever stars. The legendary love life between Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton has the makings of a Hollywood movie in itself, with passion enough for 2 trips down the aisle.
Are you quite sure what it is you want? So desperately?
I've always been sure.
The pair met on the set of 1963's Cleopatra, at a time when they were both married. Notably, Taylor was with her 4th husband, Eddie Fisher, who she had sensationally stolen from her friend Debbie Reynolds.
It was almost like everything was too much. We loved each other almost too much. It sounds silly.
The Vatican branded their passionate and fiery relationship as erotic vagrancy, but we see it as scandal supreme.
Anthony, how will I live?
Same as I. One breath upon the other. Each bringing us one breath closer.
Do you agree with our list? Which affair did we overlook?
I'm a liar and a phony, a saxophone player, one of those no-good nicks you keep running away from.